Right, I'm going to do something from the Golden Healer workshop that I've never done, but obviously I am doing at this moment in time. This is going to work with a combination of energies. So, I have a combination of beers, Peroni and San Miguel. Obviously I'm advertising them in some way. I think it's about time I mention this, that there is a reason why I do this. A, because I think it breaks down the norm, if you like, and also to break through what's known as the glamour of the spiritual path, whereby things are viewed as either spiritual or they're not. That's something to think about. Introducing a bottle of beer is not spiritual, or is it? So, I'll leave you to think about that. I might do something on that in another time. The glamour of the spiritual path, which can be separatist, just the same as the materialistic path, if you like. So, this goes on to say, so now consider a combination of the Golden Healer, citrine and smoky quartz. Citrine, you will appreciate, comes natural or treated. It may surprise you that the treated works better for this combination. The natural is something very different. It works as an initiating energy, a bit like the Golden Healer. You have three energies here. A simple way of integrating them and realizing their combined potential is to put one beneath the feet, hold one in each hand. But first, you need to bring their energies together. So what we've got our smoky quartz. This is the citrine. It's actually a small cluster which is stalactitic in nature. They tend not to come as only come as tumbles, points and clusters normally. Not sort of like the Golden Healer here. Very similar colour. So you place them in front of you together. It doesn't matter about their position, but they need to be touching each other. So I'm putting those together now. So all three, I suppose I could have raised them up a bit so you could see. Right, those energies are touching. Now the crystals radiate energies through their geometries. All three crystals are quartz, which is trigonal in nature. They will automatically resonate in harmony. But the interesting thing is the other minerals present within the quartz. So you have the Earth's natural radiation in the smoky quartz, limonite within the Golden Healer, and I've lost where I am actually. Oh, I got it back. And a transformed precipitation of ferric iron within the citrine. Now this happens upon an etheric level, which is energetic. You then have a mixture of compound of these three energies. What will this do when you then separate them? Well, because there will be a distance between them, they will still be in magnetic resonance. And that magnetic resonance will be pulsating through your body, and you'll be the connecting link. Can you imagine the potential of this? You can take three aspects regarding this. So, you've got healing, the Golden Healer, clearing, citrine, and transformation, the smoky quartz. And this process can be initiated on many levels. Important point to remember when you place crystals together is that you have the intention of blending their energies. This you will do with a third eye projection. Use this kind of approach as an activation. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Third eye approach, which I'm using, projecting towards the three crystals I put together. Use then what I call an interlude. I'll explain this further. Use your intuitive mind to make the judgment of how long. I'm seeking to take you away from the intellectual mind, to function more fully upon abstract and intuitive levels. When you have given that due consideration, the energies have blended, you will now use them quite simply by having one in each hand and the third beneath the feet. Okay. Put a bit more focus on these before I start. You can sort of relax the gaze of your eyes. Okay, to make the decision, you'll use your sensory perception, your head chakra, crown chakra. So make a space between the three energies. Okay, so I'm separating them. Now it doesn't matter what hand you start with. Pass your hand over the crystals, see which one your hand senses. To be able to do this, you must put a portion of your consciousness into your hand. That's worth thinking about, meaning you bring your attention to your hand so you're more aware of it as against other parts of your body. Okay, actually it's a smoky quartz with that. So you've chosen the crystal which your hand has sensed. Repeat that with the other hand. Sorry, you've got a big hand in front of the screen. I've got to do this right. Actually, it's a citrine. The remaining one would be placed between your feet, which I've now done. Now allow a few minutes for resonance to occur. There's quite a lot going on my left side. There's definitely a balance going on. Now, with a deliberate intention, link your everyday consciousness with your overshadowing spiritual consciousness above your head. You can imagine that as a centre of light above the head. You may also bring your heart centre into this alignment. You feel it necessary, in which case you imagine a line of golden light linking these three aspects. I'm going to link the heart to the overshadowing spiritual consciousness. Which now has actually formed a triangle with the crystals I'm holding. A bit like a centre point for the overshadowing spiritual consciousness. Allow a few minutes for resonance to occur. This increases the energy potential of the crystals you're holding. At this point, you can make a specific request. Firstly, to the overshadowing spiritual consciousness above the head, and then through an energy exchange to the crystals. If you have no request, although if you haven't, you may find it necessary to be aware of your more subtle states of being. Auric field, for example, chakras. Just go with the flow of energy. The energies are actually balancing out anyway. No, I haven't put a request at all. I'm just allowing the energies to flow through me. There's a slight rocking movement, specifically coming from the left side, where I'm holding the citrine cluster. The smoky quartz is quite warm in the right hand, and there's a coolness between my feet, which means there's a grounding aspect coming in here as well. So this is very simple. It will just, energies will stop flowing when it's finished. When that happens, just let go of the crystals in your hands first, then remove the one beneath the feet. It is important to wash them. That's as far as I'll go. I'm still experiencing this actually, but I've got to let go of this and finish this video. Well worth trying.